Hey everyone, welcome to this tutorial on how to install Lombok. In this video, we will guide you through the step-by-step process of setting up Lombok on your local system. And I will also show you how we are going to integrating it with popular Java development environments like Eclipse and IntelliJ IDE. Lombok is an valuable and useful library for Java developers, as it helps us to reduce boilerplate code and makes your code base cleaner and more maintainable. Before we get started, make sure you have the following. First option, that is Java development keys, that is JDK. Ensure that you have the JDK is installed in your system, else it's actually not work, because obviously we are going to run the jar and necessary other dependencies. So this is the primary requisite, that JDK should be installed into your system. If you don't have the JDK, please download it from the official site of it. Next, you need one IDE like maybe Eclipse or IntelliJ, whatever you like, you need to have installed into your system. So next, what we need to do, we just need to download the Lombok from the official website of the Lombok. So this is the official website like projectlombok.org, and you need to go to the download section. If you see this one, this is the version, this is the of it. You just need to click on this Lombok this download link to download the file on your local system. So now we are going to install this Lombok into the Eclipse. So for that we need to follow some steps like run the installer, install Lombok, and then restart the Eclipse. How we are going to do that? We need to open the command prompt or any terminal and navigate to the directory where you have downloaded the lombok.jar. Then we need to execute java-jar and then lombok.jar. So it will basically open one GUI will appear. You need to follow the instruction over there, and it will installer actually automatically detect your Eclipse installation. So it will install the Lombok into your system, and then you need to restart your Eclipse to enable the Lombok integration into your editor. I will show you the practical things over here. Now I have downloaded Eclipse over here. If you see that Eclipse and all the related files are available over here. Also I kept this downloaded Lombok jar file over here. Okay, now after double clicking with this, we can open the Eclipse into our local. If you see, this is locally opened, and also I have opened one terminal over here. From here over here we can just run this command. We just need to go to this path where actually that we have kept this Lombok jar over there. We need to go to this path, and over there we just need to execute this java-jar lombok.jar. So here if you see that we need to paste this path. Okay, we need to move to this path. Okay, so here we need to just execute java-jar and then lombok.jar. So it will open actually one GUI, and then we need to follow this process, install or update. Okay, and if it is not locating your ID location, you need to specify the location from over here. Okay, you need to go to the path where it is, then you just need to give the path. Okay, if it is not able to, then you need to just click on this one. Okay, if you see, these are the added into over here. Okay, install is successful. Correct, install is successful. If you this, the Lombok installation is successful. Next, what do we need to do? We just need to restart this application. So from over here we just need to restart this Eclipse. It will restart it soon, and then we can see that Lombok is added into our editor. So let it restart this Eclipse, then we can see that we will add some project over there and all. If you see, this Eclipse got restarted over here. Now actually how we are going to, this is the thing. Now next we are going to create the project and then add it over here. Now after installing the Lombok, we just need to add the Lombok dependencies into our project. For that we need to create one Maven project, and then where we need to add the dependencies of the Lombok. I will show you in a practical like how we are going to create this Maven project and how we need to add these Lombok dependencies and how we are going to use the things. If you are using the Gradle, then you need to add the dependencies in the build.gradle file. As we are going to use the Maven, so in pom.xml file we need to add these dependencies over there. Now we can create one Maven project. If you see over here that I have created this Maven and then choose the latest dependencies and project metadata we have provided over here, and as a dependencies I have used this Lombok. Okay, so now after generate this project, it will generate the one project for us. Then we can we need to import as a Maven project over here that already have imported. Okay, so in this way basically we can import like we need to add the dependencies. If we want to check the dependencies that how this Lombok dependency is added over here, so if you see that dependency is actually is added, we need to add over here. If you are not using the Maven project, actually you are just using this plain Java application, then we need to manually add in the class path this Lombok jar. Whatever we have downloaded the Lombok jar file from the official website, that jar file we need to manually add into the class path for clicking over here, right click over here. So in this way we can add these dependencies Lombok into the Maven project over here. So in this way like we can use this Lombok. Now after creating the project and adding into our editor, we need to check that Lombok is successfully added into our editor or not. So for that we need to do some kind of the verifications. So there are different types of verification that I will show you in practical things. Like we will open the editor and we will create some class, and we are going to use some kind of annotations which are basically belongs to the Lombok jar, so that we can identify that in our IDE we have successfully integrated Lombok into this IDE. As Lombok installation and the setting of the project, all the things is done now. Now it's time to verify that how it is successfully installed into our system or not. So how we are going to verify? So for verification there is 2-3 things that from where we need to verify. First one, just go to the help. Over there if you see one menu section like about Eclipse IDE, if you click this one, then if you see that Lombok with the version it's showing over here, that is installed, but previously it is not coming over here because previously we have not installed this Lombok over here. Okay, in the second thing that we need to check, like in the Eclipse there is a INI file. If we open this INI file over here, then here if you see that one Lombok entry is coming over here as a Java agent, means once we have installed this one, then automatically it will added this Java agent into the INI file. Okay, so this is the second where we can verify that Lombok is added into our IDE or not. And the third one, we can create programmatically, we can check, like we have created one DTO where we have keeping two fields, name and the age, and added the getter and setter annotation, which will basically generate the getter and setter internally. We don't need to write all manually over the getter and setter, so it will remove the boilerplate code. Just to test this one, we need to create one main method over here where we need to set the data for this person DTO, like set name and the age, and then finally we can get those name. So it should print the value over here. If we run this application, then it should be print the name and age in the console, if we can see over here. So in this way we can verify that Lombok is added successfully into this IDE or not. So now in these following steps you can successfully add the Lombok into our existing editor, or maybe if you are using new editor, over there also we can add this Lombok into the system. Okay, so if we add this Lombok, then we can easily remove the boilerplate code and it will improve the development process. So that's all about this one, that how we are going to install or integrate Lombok into our editor. If you guys found this tutorial helpful, please do subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Please press the bell icon for further notification. Thanks for your time. See you in my next videos. Bye bye.